Alright. Let's just make sure the audio is working. Alright, audio is working. Hey guys, welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. We were playing with Kaiserreich mod. It is now November 3rd of 1942. We're making some good progress. Nobody's been able to land in Britain yet. I even tried once or twice and it failed. The Canadians did the same thing and they also failed. They have lost about 2.36 million, and Russia is at 2.8. The Transfer Republic is sending troops through our borders to fight on the fronts here. And we did a surprise push down through Iran, or this is called Persia, but up into here to try to cut them off. And I think if we take this, we might be able to encircle their entire army. So I'm actually going to select all these troops. Don't freeze on me. Okay. They're gonna go there. And along the mountains. Yeah. Just like that. We'll unpause. Of course, time goes really slowly in this game when we're recording. We've got planes all over, doing all sorts of bombing things. We are steadily losing ground over in East Asia against the Japanese forces, and China is a mess. Just a mess. Oh, we got our first night vision here. Let's get better artillery. Are we researching reactors yet? Yeah, we are. We'll try to get nuclear bombs. Oh. So, since the last video, I suppose not too much has happened, really. I did a little bit of the push off screen, where it's just a slow grind against these guys over here. But they're being attacked from both sides, so they can't hold on forever. Japan's causing trouble over here as well. Soldiers over here. We're also invading these guys. Maybe I can take that territory. Ethiopia joined our faction, as well as Somalia. We betrayed the Kingdom of France and the Halifax Conference. I don't know where it'll show up. I don't know. But yeah, they really don't like us now. Let's see, is the Suez repaired? Don't think so. Maybe. Just zoom out some, try to let some hours pass. In-game time. It really struggles at this point in the game because there's so many troops going around. I suppose it does move a little faster when you're zoomed in on like one area. We had these people over here in the city of Hanoi holding for a long, long time, and even they lost eventually. Really just need these guys to try to make it, if they can. Let's see. Oh? Yemen. Oh. So they were fighting war with the Ottomans. So they can take that territory, I suppose. They pretty much did all the work. Yeah, they've got pretty much, over here they have troops garrisoning their entire coastline. so that's a little bit of a problem. But they can't make it off their island because they have no navy. So it sucks to be them, I guess. There's like a couple of divisions up here that are trapped. Let's bring my computer closer to me so it's easier to use.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'm looking at this thing on Facebook, and I want to read this out for you and anybody who's watching, alright?
Okay.
So, they have, okay, I guess kids going to elementary school learn about fractions. They've got a question. Now I want you to answer this question. It says, Marty ate 4/6 of his pizza, and Lewis ate 5/6 of his pizza. Marty ate more pizza than Lewis. How is that possible?
What?
Marty ate 4/6 of his pizza,
Mm-hmm.
and Lewis ate 5/6 of his pizza. Marty ate more pizza than Lewis. How is that possible?
Should I tell them? Or should they just have to answer this in the comments or something?
I think you should try and answer it.
They have 2 different sized pizzas.
That's what the kid said. The kid answered, Marty's pizza is bigger than Lewis's pizza. You got it wrong. The teacher said that is not possible because 5/6 is greater than 4/6, so Lewis ate more.
What? Don't quite get that.
It literally does not make sense.
Hmm.
They didn't ask, could this be possible? They said, how is that possible?
How exactly?
And it is possible. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Jeez.
Oh man, they get crushed over here. These guys are probably going to run out of manpower soon. I hope so, anyway. But we're losing some too, for sure. Other than us, the Ukrainian state, German and East Asia have lost the most. It would seem. Yeah. Everything here is getting bombed into dust. But they have too many troops posted here. I think they're literally drafting like everybody. I tried a naval invasion with all of the forces I had garrisoning the coastline, and it was a total failure because they got into one port and they got absolutely crushed by like 50 British divisions. We're slowly making an advance here. I have everyone on aggressive assault, just so we can try to do it as fast as we can. Usually once we take this city, they surrender, but we'll have to see. I don't know what Greece is doing here. That's some weird borders stuff going on. Sweden still exists here. They can't get off the island anyway. I bet their supply is pretty bad too. Oh yeah, they have like no supply. Oh. We'll just build some railway lines. That's fine. Either way, we need to get some of these borders linked up with supply, or nobody's gonna be able to do very much. Build these lines out to the front, just so our advance can start moving a little bit faster. Okay. We'll switch to regular map mode just so we get more than one frame per minute. Are we doing anything there? We've got it, actually. Just need to get these guys ciphers. I'll put this guy here, I suppose. But I doubt it'll last too long. I need an airfield. Here. Just so we can start getting some planes up in the far eastern regions. Yeah, a lot of weird wars going on here. The Qing government still holding out over here in China with the Northern Sealy clique. Let's see. These guys are still holding on somehow with reinforcements from various places. Although it looks like maybe those reinforcements left. Or they're just kind of like floating around. Yeah, they're in ships. Okay. So I wonder what they're doing.
Angetreten.
Those guys are trying to move there. I'll move up to here. Really need to get this mountain range encirclement if I can.
Zuhören. Ihre Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Achtung. Bereit.
Okay, in there. And we'll do some micromanaging with the troops there.
Bereit.
That guy. Yeah, okay. So even though they're going to be moving slower because they're in bad terrain, they should be able to maybe pull this off. That would be huge, though, and I doubt it'll work. But if they can, that's probably like, I don't know, they have 200 divisions, so that's probably another 1,000,000 that could be encircled, possibly, but it probably won't work. Oh dear. Yeah. Sante. There's too many troops on the map, it's slowing the game down quite considerably. They're almost at 3 here. And they are at 83%. Right. do anything with them yet. But we are starting to see movement here, at least.
Zeig es ihnen!
Yeah, they are moving through. What is this? Forest. Oh yeah, so that's... And it's a good thing these are infantry units, I suppose. I would not do well if these were vehicles. Let's get more lines. There we go. Oh, something I didn't know you could do. You can close these. Had no idea you could do that. That's gonna make it much easier for organizing these things going forward. You can expand and contract the field marshal armies so you can have much more of them on the screen without it like blocking your view up to here. I actually found that out just playing off screen a little bit by clicking on it by mistake. Let's see. 2 days on that. Our guys over here.
Zuhören!
Still advancing. Ever so slowly.
Ihre Befehle! Achtung!
This is plains. But it's the dead of winter. So that's probably slowing us down quite a lot. Because it's very, very cold. But maybe we can get there. Well, that's going to take another year of in-game time to do that. Maybe we shouldn't hold out hope for that. Oh wow. Let's get some of those planes back over there. See where they instituted a troop limit. Maybe OBS just slows down the computer a lot. You think OBS would kill the frame rates? Yeah, I could get a lot more done if OBS wasn't so harsh on computers. These guys down here are surprisingly resilient. I shall send them one. And then... So now we can see what they're up to. They're just chilling. We did set this up, okay. And we are under Wilhelm III now, who, according to this, was commander of Army Group B during the Great War, but he hasn't really done much beyond that. So he's kind of new in his position, so that'll be interesting to see. We are researching jet engines and reactors. We have a lot of research buffs at this point that we're going to use towards eventually building up a mighty, mighty arsenal. Let's see, who wants... let's see, who's that? Sure. We'll sign that. I think that was these guys? Yeah. That's those guys. Get military access from them. Since these guys are at war with Japan now, they're technically helping us. Although, maybe kind of not really. But you know, they'll inflict some casualties on them. That's all it really. So we just need these guys. Oh yeah, they've lost almost 1 million manpower. By the time we get to them, I doubt there'll be much of a fighting force left, honestly. And then over here, the Empire of Brazil is fighting on our behalf in South America against the Bolivians, and these guys are fighting war with Paraguay. Chile is fighting against Brazil. So yeah, these guys are fighting over here in South America. U.S. hasn't done anything yet, surprisingly. Hopefully they won't get involved, because crossing the ocean to get to them will be difficult and annoying. But at least we've got the seas around here mined and controlled. We basically have 110% naval supremacy in the North Sea, so that's pretty good. They haven't had their navy out of their shipyards in a while, and every time they do get deployed, they get immediately blown up. And what are these guys doing? Second Fenian Ram. So they're building submarines. Okay, well that's cool. And we can request license production. FN43. Not sure what that is. What's these guys' weapons? KB-62. Okay. Yep, send us all you got. Negotiate license agreements. We'll start producing some of their rifles, I think. We can do that on December 1st. We're almost into 43, and we're almost winning this. I think we have green air. Yeah, we do. We do have green air. But that's mostly because our allies are, or for whatever reason, even though we're fighting through these guys, since they're technically occupying the land, we can't build anything there, really, and it's slowing us down quite a bit. Otherwise, we probably would have this already. But we are getting there. We are getting there. These guys just hanging out on their island in here. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Is Denmark in our faction? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they can have that with us. That's fine. Who are these guys? It's not looking too well for us over here. Well, actually, we are starting to take the land back. That's good. But they have taken all of our islands over here for now. We will request production licenses for that as a secondary weapon. TG. There we go. So that'll fill our need for infantry equipment over time. Rename that. Since we're going into a new year, it'll be the MKB Machine Carbine 43. Let's see, who's trying to invade them now? Poor guys. They're not able to. I've watched the Canadians, the Irish, the Austrians, looks like Irish with Sicilian forces. I've seen them all try to naval invade. They are just holding this ground. I invaded through here, and all of my guys got killed, so I'm gonna have to wait until I can actually train up a Marine Corps, and I'll probably do that last after I finally beat these guys over here in the east. And it really just needs to warm up because I think because it's winter, we've been stalled in our advance. We have so much more building space with the occupied land that we have. I'll build some more silos. Some refineries, since we are constantly running out of fuel at this point. And some storage silos. Game's not happy about me building things. But that's fine. I just need to get the beginnings of a naval invasion defense wall up and going so that we can expand it later, as we will need to, including down here especially. And even one level is a minus 15% attack penalty, so I mean, times 10, that's more than 100%, I think. What's 15 times 10? 150? Yeah, so that would be a minus 150% attack penalty. So if you have a level 10 fort on a coastal wall, they just can't get there, basically. go. Add that to the queue. Yeah, now that it's December, the assault has really stalled, but maybe that'll give time for the railways to get built. I don't know where we're exactly building these forts. Oh, we're building them up through, like, here. Yeah, we're just doing land fort construction along the river lines. Well, that'll take a while. Maybe we can send them something. Don't know how it would get there, but I'm sure that'll send me out. Oh, the legation cities are back. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought they had been conquered, but that's good. They are on our side. I guess they managed to take their land back, but they are still considered capitulated. We're at 3 million available on service by requirement. I would be doing more of the Middle Europa stuff, but I really want to finish the war before I start doing reforms, because that'll give us the biggest bonuses for the third conflict against the Entente Remnant and whatever remains of the world at that point. It's a snowy field with I think minus. Yeah, we've got really bad negative modifiers on all of our attack fronts, just because it's so cold. We will get through the winter soon enough. Can we send these guys planes or something? Send them all of our fighters. There you go. That should help them out quite a bit, actually, giving them an air force. They are fighting on all fronts, except behind them. But they are all equally at war with Japan, I believe. Yep. So that will help that they have a common enemy. We are constantly losing out here. They were not prepared at all. I should have let them keep their navy instead of integrating it into mine, but I really just wanted full control over here. What are these guys doing anyway? Resistance suppression? I'm sure they've already finished their stuff. These guys? Unknown. I think these guys, if they win, will join the Entente. Probably, but that will take a while, and that's fine. They can start something if they want to, and they won't. We'll take them out in the end. I have a sizable economy, but it is still slow to build these things. Starting to make some moves here. I think their bonuses against us are gone at this point. We have to capture the operative. Really? So we'll have to send somebody else there. And then get this guy out. There we go. Maybe these guys will join us too. Not sure. We'll ask for docking rights though. Just so our ships have harbor somewhere else. They might need it, you never know.
Ihre Befehle? Weiter, weiter!
Go through there, capture that city. That would probably push them over. And if we can,
Befehle?
I would like all of these guys to help in the fight, just so, yep, we can force them to retreat, and then we'll capture the city no problem, I think, because this guy isn't moving.
Achtung!
It is a slow walk, though, because they're trudging through the snow. Supply's still horrible. I might be able to fix that with supply planes. Maybe. Let me see. Oh. Oh. Can I move to any of these air bases? Try to move these guys here. You know, once they actually land and can be sent around to places. Not sure how long that takes.
Zuhören!
They're still marching them there. Not sure where those planes went. down here? Ooh. Need a further. I guess this is fine. Yeah.
Befehle? Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Yeah, they're making their way there to reinforce.
Achtung!
This is urban. Yeah.
Bereit? Ausrücken! Zuhören!
Won't be easy to do, I don't think. He's gotta keep wanting to retreat. Just stand put or something.
Befehle! Ihre Befehle? Befehle!
They're moving here, I think.
Angetreten!
See if we can't do something.
Unter Beschuss! Abstand halten! Bereit!
Let's move all those planes there. Try to give them a little bit of an edge. Yeah. That. How are we doing on people? Still better than they are, but not really making any progress towards it.
Los, ausrücken! Unter Beschuss!
Still a ways away from that. should all probably make their way there. Just in case they can. Oh, wow, we still have some, like, recruit class. Bet they'll level up. More naval defeats over here, but we are pushing them out of the territory, which is nice. Oh, these things have pretty pitiful ranges. Oh well. Oh, the Model 3s will get across the globe. That's all that matters.
Bereit. Ausrücken.
Oh, they don't have any organization.
Angetreten. Befehle. Zuhören.
We'll get to spring soon enough. Then we'll be able to do some things here, I think. Can't really do anything with our network. It's not large enough. What are these guys up to? Try to do a cutoff here, if we can. That'll get a couple more of their divisions pinned down, where we've got better air support and better supply lines, although not by much. I just really would rather have a straight front here if we can do so. Then I'll get the squeeze on these guys. Bring these guys in for the attack.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Never understood how they can have so much more organization than our troops have, even though they're in the same environment tiles, but maybe it's something I don't really understand about the game yet. We sank one convoy. Congrats, guys. The Japanese is taking pretty heavy casualties just fighting East Asia. They won't really have much strength left when we come over here. After this is all occupied. Oh. I think we will close the gap here, though, probably, because these troops are well supplied.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Befehle.
Do something like that. Yeah.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I totally left my coffee sitting over there on the thing again. Oh well.
Suchen Deckung.
These guys think they can do some sort of attack. Maybe that's a probing strike? What can these guys do? Can they attack here? Not really.
Zuhören. Ihre Befehle. Los, los, los! Auf geht's!
Try to do something there, maybe.
Los, ausrücken!
Try to cut these guys off if we can. That's going to save us a lot of trouble. We got this far.
Achtung! Zuhören!
Oh. Maybe we're winning? This one? If we can get them from multiple angles.
Ihre Befehle!
Really just depends. We really got to get this guy out of the fight. Try to get him from the other side. There we go. Oh, Vincent says he wants to hang out.
Angetreten.
He says, mind if I come over? I'm already on that side of town.
Isn't yours?
What should I say?
You already been streaming?
No. He would just be in the stream.
That's not far he is.
Alright. Yo, how far are you from the place that is the establishment in which we reside? Don't mind me, I'm just really, really extra.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
These guys.
Bereit.
We're gonna do something like that. And we're gonna hit them from multiple angles. Oh dear. No, don't.
Achtung.
Stand your ground. Oh, we got 3 people watching. Thanks for tuning into the stream, guys. We're fighting a very long and drawn-out war against the Russians in the dead of January, and it's going about as well as you would expect, fighting in the frozen forests and swamps and tundras. That is to say, we are bleeding manpower extensively, and it's not really going to our benefit at all.
Bereit.
I don't think these guys are heading this way, though. I can't see. I don't know where they're going.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Just got done picking up, or sorry, dropping off Key. And he lives so fucking close to you guys, it's insane. It's like a street off, you know?
Should I say sure? Go ahead and come this way. Just knock when you get here. Alright, everybody. Our friend Vincentio of Spaghetti Land is coming over. No, he actually isn't from Italy.
Achtung.
Do that maneuver,
Angetreten.
and then you're gonna do that maneuver. We really need to take this place. If we take this place, they should be on the brink of collapse at that point. But it's going to be a very hard-fought battle, and we need to get it done. Come on, guys. If we can stand the defensive,
Vorwärts, Männer.
we just need to hold the defensive.
Achtung.
If we can do that, we can fight them from multiple angles. Oh. We're starting to win. We're coming at it from multiple sides. Really, we're still losing that fight.
Bereit. Befehle.
We'll do something like that. We just need to throw everything we've got at this, basically. It is January 17th. Our pincer attack here is starting to sort of pay off.
Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
We can do that. That's 13 divisions encircled easily. Less than a day in that attack. Every so often we start to win this battle. But we really don't have the supplies we need. We're basically throwing our empty guns at them. But maybe that'll be enough. Maybe that'll be enough. Who knows? We're basically fighting with infantry divisions, so we kind of have an advantage here, actually. Because they require fuel and our troops shouldn't. Other than maybe for like the towed artillery and light armored recon divisions that follow them around. Less than a day, we should win this. Yep. We're advancing on, and excuse me for butchering this, Ekaterinburg. Ekaterinburg. It's probably Ekaterinburg, or something like that. Second Russian capital of the war. That should be a major loss for them, and then we really just gotta hold it. They're moving troops around, but I think we'll get there before they can do a second offensive against it. And he'll probably be here any second, really. If he was at Key's house. There we go. So we'll take that, and that'll be a major blow to them. They're at 3.12 million casualties. Let's go ahead and crush these guys. That's going to be a major blow to them. They can't really possibly defend against it, because there's nowhere for them to go. Let's go ahead and push in there, start doing even more damage to these guys. They are at 3.14 million. Can we do another encirclement here? Maybe. That might be optimistic, though. Five. Is that they're holding out surprisingly well, but I don't think they actually can. They are completely surrounded. They do have good defense, though. Usually they'd already be gone. Oh, yeah. So they were at 3.15 the last time I checked. Doing another attack. Wait for all these guys to be gone. It's February now, should be soon. Research is coming along. .21. Oh dear. He arriveth. So I shall get up and answer the door, and I shall return shortly. Yee, my friend. Yee. I'm streaming.
It's been a while since I've seen you guys, so I thought I might stop by.
Yeah, I wanted to see if you'd come over Sunday, but I guess you were like sleeping.
It is Sunday.
No, last Sunday.
Sorry about that.
Doing a live stream, fighting the Russians in January, and it's going about as well as you'd expect.
How's your dream going?
still around, and bigger than they are in real life.
That's impressive.
Ukraine in real life is impressive for surviving 2 weeks longer than expected.
Well, you've been hearing that the Russians are just sending in undertrained troops, but still, how are you doing? How's it going?
I'm gonna send you an egg there.
Please do.
There's been a lot of talk of a third world war, but I don't think it'll happen.
No, NATO ain't doing shit. But we probably shouldn't be talking about. We probably shouldn't be talking about this on my friend. May I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Please offer us an egg of your finest hen.
How it was.
You would like an egg? I can go down to the Dollar General if you want an egg.
Do not give an egg.
What? Just take out an egg. How much for the egg?
How much for the singular egg? Give me an estimate now.
112 for price.
112.
Price.
That's actually makes sense. I'm not good at math. They're gonna have to calculate that for me because it's their job.
That's if it's $1 carton, that's a dime and 2 pennies.
Huh. I have that in my car. I can give them a quarter and get change back. Anyway.
It'll make me look better calculator.
Because it would just be like 12 is 12% of 100, so it would just be 12 cents
Oh.
if it's $1.
Yeah, no, you do 100 divided by 12, which is 8.39.
So 8 cents and a third of a penny.
Basically 8.4 cents.
So they would just ask for 8 cents.
Hmm.
Or maybe, no, they would ask for 9 cents so that they can make profit.
9 cents for the egg, please.
9 cents for the tax.
Which means they'd have to remove 9 cents from the price of the original cartons. Or 8, actually no. They would only remove 8 to save money. Yes.
You have 9 cents for one egg.
9 cents for one egg, and then they would remove 8 cents for a whole carton. So that'd be like one less. You can buy this carton, but there's one less egg. A guy came in here the other day asking for a singular egg.
We just keep the same carton so that he can just take the same one all the time.
In this playthrough, right, the UK has suffered 2 million casualties. Most of them were volunteer forces that they sent to help France. But at this point in time, they have basically the entire remainder of their army garrisoning the coastline. And I have seen 10 to 12 naval invasions from my allies, and all of them have failed.
Wow. So they made a Maginot Line on their western side. That's smart.
They've basically done whatever Hitler's Atlantic Wall idea was, but for all of the UK. I figured I'd do a little bit of Hearts of Iron and then like a Minecraft video.
Okay.
Do you want to be a part of these videos? You're here.
I don't mind that.
Yeah?
I should have brought my computer. Nah, I didn't think about it. This is more like a last minute decision made.
What were you and Key up to?
He just wanted to hang out for a bit. I'm only going to be here for about, I think, 2 hours or an hour and a half.
You got places to go?
An hour and a half. I'm going to go home because I have to get the calls, but
Oh, yeah.
still. I got friends, I got me. Anyway, good to see that you guys are doing well. Again, it's been a good while.
We had a productive day.
No,
We woke up at like 9 to do our morning church service, so we're really tired. We have like 20 hours of awake time at least.
when did you guys start going to church?
We just went to the one across the street today. It's pretty nice. It's
And you
the
got
closest
new
one.
glasses?
Yeah, I got my new glasses, so I don't have those taped up ones anymore.
They do look nice. I need to get glasses of my own, but I just keep putting it off. I also need to figure out how the whole medical insurance works, because apparently they cover, eye stuff.
So, like, with me, my eye insurance, it's like one free pair of frames per year, but you still have to pay for the lenses.
Oh, that's cool.
So if,
Frames are the expensive part.
well, sometimes. I mean, if you get like basic glasses, I think it'd be like $100. I got the fancy transition ones, and they were like 300 something. But I got these glasses off of this website called Zinni, and they do the same thing as my old glasses for $75.
I've always been a big fan of rounded metal frames, and that's kind of what I want to stick to.
I don't know which one I prefer. I like the durability of the metal ones, and I like how they feel. But I also like that the plastic ones don't like rust or.
I think I had trouble with rusty metal.
I did in the past, but that was really just me being dumb and bringing them into like the bathroom when I was showering, and like the moisture got into the metal.
I mean, I've done that as well, but I still have trouble. But I don't know how all that stuff works. Maybe it's different kind of metals. But speaking of which, do you guys have any steel objects you just don't want?
I don't know if we have anything that's actually steel.
Because I really want to try something.
I think the
I'm
only.
quite certain that we want everything that's here.
I think the only thing made of steel that we have are like utensils, right?
Alright.
Unless there's like a screw lying around, but I think those are made of aluminum.
Have you been using the typewriter?
I just set it up on the desk. I thought it looked nice.
It does.
I didn't want to forget about it and just leave it in the suitcase. I figured I'd put it on display.
I kind of want to see what you guys would end up writing with it. If you guys end up writing anything. Still.
Well, I finished my second book in the series that I've been working on. I'll start book 3 eventually.
Now, don't forget, you can't erase anything when you're using the typewriter.
It'd be funny to write book 3 on the typewriter. I need to buy a lot of paper though.
Well, just get like printing paper and do the margins. Make sure the margins are in a good line.
I think that's how a lot of people write their books now. Still, is with typewriters though.
Really? Well, I mean, you get like a pure essence when you use a typewriter. It's really interesting.
Well, and it allows you to have a physical manuscript to bring to people.
Vulnerant.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that same person came in my chat the last time, and it might be a bot.
Well, with a name like Terra Barreros.
So to fill you in, I started fighting from the east, but I also was fighting a war in the Middle East, and then when I finished fighting through here, I started going up to try to encircle the entire Russian army behind the Ural Mountains. But eventually that got slowed down because it was the middle of winter.
I feel like no matter what season you try and invade Russia, you're just not going to win.
Right, because they do have historically or realistic terrain types, so it's a mix between tundra, forest, and marsh.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much exactly how Russia is. So you're either in a bog and your tanks are sinking, you can't get the tanks between the trees, or you're freezing to death. That's usually how
Or
it
both.
goes. Or both! Your tanks are getting stuck and you're freezing to death. And you can't get your tanks around the trees anyway.
Yeah, so like in Frozen Forest, I have a minus 40% attack debuff and a minus 50% speed.
That is terrible. I think you need to play a game with Finland. You need to play a game as Finland so you're used to these frozen conditions.
You know, I think if you play as Russia or Finland, you can get like Arctic elite troops.
Yeah.
And I don't think any other country gets those, but those would be very useful for this type of territory.
Go skiing and fucking slow down as you're skiing.
Snowmobile with a PPSH.
Dude, they actually did that too. So, like, okay, the Russians had a concept design for what was basically a war sled. It would carry about 5 to, what was it? I think there was 8 people maximum that could carry, and they just kind of gunned down people, but they never actually produced it. It was a good idea though. Sled down a fucking hill with guns, firing at the camouflage thing. So, I mean, remember, Tyler, Satana Perkale, which just means Satan damn, which is the most common cuss words in Finnish.
Really?
Satana Perkale. So, Satana is actually, the word Satan is used very, very often in the Finnish language as a cuss word, and Perkale is just the overall cuss word. It's like bliat, you know, in Russian. Or fuck in American. American English.
You know, for whatever reason, when the stream language default setting is Albanian. So whenever I set up a stream before I change it to English, it always is on Albanian.
That's probably because it's in alphabetical order.
And I think a lot of my streams are still set with their language as Albanian, which is probably why they don't get any views.
There isn't. Wait. Okay. If it is alphabetical order, there's nothing before AL. It's just AL. And then, like, the next closest later is B. That's weird. I would have expected another language to, have A and then something before L.
Well, there's other countries that start with A, but maybe, like, they don't have their own unique language.
Probably not. I mean,
Like,
there's a lot of African countries that either speak Afrikaans or English because we're not British.
like Afghanistan.
Oh, and also French.
AF is before AL.
Oh, well, Afghans do not speak Afghanistani, they speak Arabic. Wait, Arabic is AR. No, wait, that AR comes after it. I'm a little slow.
Actually, most of something I learned from 90 Day Fiancé, funny enough, is that most of North Africa also speaks Arabic.
Well, that makes sense actually, because it's right under the Middle East. Oh, I'm doing very light learning of Arabic because I got myself an Arabic to English dictionary.
Is it like way different?
Oh yeah. Okay, so the way that the writing system works in Arabic is, Arabic by default is already a cursive language, so it all connects together when you're writing, which means that there are 4 different ways that you can write each letter depending on where they are in the word. So it's like you have a word in the beginning, and you have to connect it to the middle words, and then you have a word at the end, and that needs to be connected to the middle words as well. Or you just have standalone words. Or letters. I've been saying words this whole time. Letters. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Still though. It's crazy. Like, I feel like I have to watch videos on it, because my dictionary has an explanation of the Arabic, alphabet, but I don't feel like you can read that and know what it means if you don't know International Phonetic, because it's a little crazy. I don't know International Phonetic.
I don't either. What is that basic? Is it just like the English alphabet, but with all of the possible accents added to it?
International Phonetic is a basic Latin alphabet. Well, not basic. Its basis is the Latin alphabet, but when you look into a dictionary and you see like a jumble of random symbols next to a word?
Yeah.
That's the International Phonetic Alphabet, which the International Phonetic Alphabet contains every single sound that a human can make.
Oh, okay. I think I've heard that before.
My voice cracked, by the way, sorry about that. But, I don't know International Phonetic because it's complicated as hell. I want to learn it, though, so I can, just look at something and know how it's pronounced. There's this little bit in the Arabic to English dictionary where it's, explaining how to say a specific kind of, A. And it's like, ah, but you have to say it with... The way that they describe it specifically is A in arm, but you lower the back of your tongue to say it, so it's arm.
Huh. So it includes all the variants of a sound with different accents?
Well, International Phonetic, yeah, but I'm talking about Arabic specifically. That sound exists in Arabic. But, no, in International Phonetic, you have every single sound that a human can possibly make. There's even listed letters of sounds that can't be made by humans. But those ones are usually grayscaled so that, you don't...
But sounds that animals make?
Well, not even sounds that animals make, just pronunciations that, in theory, exist, but cannot be physically done.
Really?
It's very strange. I honestly think you'd be interested in it.
So, they just, invent new letters?
kind of, by making different consonants run together and all that kind of stuff. But, something that's easier to learn when it comes to the international phonetic is the fact that, well, the vowels. The vowels are the easiest part. Because, like, you have specific kinds of vowels. Like, two things that are considered different letters, obviously, is A and O. And then you have A and E. So it's like, I don't remember what the symbols are at all, but it's just extremely complicated. And the consonants are the most complicated part. But I have a Spanish to English dictionary. Actually, it's in my car right now, but it has an explanation of basic letters that are used in the international phonetic. It's a little strange. Actually, I'm gonna go and grab that real quick so I can show you. I'll be back.
Vincent shall return.
Where's he going?
He's going to get his international alphabet thing.
What, from his house?
No, from his car. I think they'll capitulate soon, and then my game is going to have -5 frames per second. And you know what? That's just something I'm going to have to accept. OBS is really killing my frames, but they shouldn't hold out much longer. I just got to take one city, basically. If only my troops had any supply up here in the freaking Siberian wasteland.
Anyway, alright, I'm back.
Alright.
Also, Kat, is there anything that you need to know in Spanish specifically? Because I brought my dictionary.
Mostly just phrases.
Alright, well, phrases are mostly made up by slang, aren't they? So I don't think you'd be able to find them too easily anymore.
You know, I'd like to know Spanish slang. Like how that developed.
Well, you need to talk to... I think the more that you learn it, the more you learn about the history of it, then that's where it really comes together.
Slang from where anymore?
Cuba, Mexico,
El
anywhere.
Salvador?
There is a section that covers international. I know it is.
I'm trying to think of the word.
They are barely holding on. I just need to capture like one town. Maybe I can take Tobolsk.
What about the word tree?
Tree? Well, let's figure
Isn't
out.
that Obol?
This one?
Let's find out. So this obviously has oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. Anyway, to be fair, this is Spanish, not any other kind.
Ah. The Spain people.
The Europeans.
You know, I think if the New World was never colonized, would the most popular language in the world be like French or something?
Possibly. Well, they would also have to. They would have to do colonization of their own. Yeah, you were right. Actually, is our one.
I thought I had heard that before. That's why we have Arbo Day.
How do you even spell that?
ARBO with an accent out. The accent leans to the right, by the way. Because I know that matters to some extent. Arbo. Arbo. I'm saying in a completely non-Spanish accent. Arbo. Arbo.
If you see a vowel with the little accent on it in Spanish, that means it has the vowels expressed, so it would be apoyo.
Okay. I feel like that's how I was doing it, yeah.
Fun, but you did apoyo.
Apoyo. People speak quickly in Spanish.
Except for the ending.
The poor Qing dynasty is fighting a war on all fronts.
Means Xing.
The Chinese dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
They are in the middle of China, and all of the Chinese warlords are fighting against them. So they are fighting on all fronts.
Huh.
And we lost Vietnam to Japan. We'll have to take that back at some point.
I know for a fact that in this book, this is the book that I referred to whenever I wanted to know anything about the international. I've used
More
this
range.
one so many times. Where the hell are you?
There we go.
Oh, it also explains grammar completely.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
I don't think I can do that. Oh, come on, it's gotta be here.
Crap. This guy's leveled up. Let's go ahead and give him a trait. Give him the Winter Specialist. That'll help us a lot.
Zuhören.
They are all retreating for some reason. They just need more supply, I think. Oh, somewhere we captured a town. Continue to do that.
Ah, here we go.
Abstand halten.
This is not what it used to be called, though. I swear it said International Phonetic Explanation. Alright, well, here's what it teaches you about the International Phonetic Alphabet. You have the vowels first and then consonants below. And they all vary completely. So it shows you which words are the letter, like in different English words.
Okay, so this is... But like the different ways it could be pronounced.
Yeah. So funny enough, the A next to the E is A. You ever just feel like studying an entire dictionary?
You know, when I was in first grade, I started reading the dictionary.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't stick to that.
I
But that was before we had computers in school for all of you infants born after 2000.
I remember computers were at my schools in the third grade.
I remember before we had smart boards.
Oh, what, before the projector or like what?
Yeah, when we had chalkboards in Huntsville City school districts. And I remember when they got replaced with smart boards.
You just god.
I'm sorry, my wife is currently stabbing me to death. I'll have to get back to you.
Hell of a way to give out our location.
I've said much worse on streams in the past.
You read out your whole social security number on accident.
Bank accounts and everything. Alright, so somewhere on my YouTube channel I've read out my social security and my credit card information. You'll have to watch through every video though, just to find the right one. Make sure you leave a like on that video too, or it won't work.
Let's see, how do you say boss? Actually, already. Let's see. Close. Betrothed.
That's a fancy word. Oh, they haven't capitulated yet, but they will.
Have you read your media recently?
Somewhat.
Sanguijuela? Okay. Sanguijuela. Bloodsucker.
Egg.
Oh, let's figure it out. Let's see what egg is. Oh, wait, wait, I'm fucking dumb. I already knew. How do you say break?
You're okay.
Hmm.
A lot. Probably hot.
Do you want, if I make tea, do you want some? Do you know what you're in the mood for?
It's something that is unsweet. Because Key and I went to this place, and it was supposed to be this like traditional tea place, and I asked for black tea, and they gave it to me with sugar, me not knowing that it was going to have sugar in it.
A traditional tea place?
Supposedly. I mean, it was as traditional as you could get with a name like Kung Fu. I
tried having tea the other day without sugar. Didn't know it. He made it wrong. He was supposed to put sugar in it. Why does it have literally zero flavor? It was awful.
I mean, it's usually just really bitter.
Just sucked. There was like no flavor. It was just hot water.
And you're not putting enough tea. Or you're not putting the tea in for long enough.
It just needed to steep more, I think.
The flavor of sugar. My favorite flavor.
Then it's water. Then it's sugar water.
Oh my gosh. Vincent,
Oh, it's sugar water.
Vincent, look at this. I got spy planes over there. This is what I mean. They have, like, their whole military guarding the coastline.
How many anti-air units are there?
I don't know. And then, like, the Austrians are trying to invade, and it's just failing every time. I think I'm gonna have to research nuclear bombs and then just nuke their coastline to oblivion until I can land.
Oh, you're playing as fucking
I'm playing as the Germans. Yeah. Under Wilhelm III.
I remember my day. Back in my day when Wilhelm III was in power. He was a cunt. Huh?
She wants food. Well, as soon as I just got to capture like one city and Russia will surrender. So as soon as they do, and I carve up the map of the world once again.
That's not historically accurate. What city? Are you just gonna take Moscow instantly?
Oh no, Moscow is like way behind where I'm at. I have pushed deep into Russia.
Then you should have already won.
No, they just keep moving their capitals, and I keep taking their new capitals.
Actually, to be fair, that does sound like Russia.
So like Moscow is like 500 miles behind my front lines.
So who's in charge of Moscow? Or sorry, who's in charge of Russia right now?
At the moment, Tsar Konstantin Morozov, who has reestablished the Russian Empire with a new royal family.
What happened to the Bolsheviks?
Oh, they didn't win in this timeline. It's the Kaiserreich timeline. Because Lenin got assassinated by the anarchists.
Which anarchists? The Makhnovists?
Yeah. So in this timeline, they have like the doc series I showed you. Apparently, Lenin was visiting a factory, and one of the anarchists assassinated him when he was visiting the factory.
So what's the state of Ukraine right now?
Ukraine is a German puppet state in this world.
Then where are the Makhnovists? Makhnovists.
Like what happened to the anarchists?
Where are they? Yes, right.
Well,
now.
so the anarchists and the Leninists, I guess they were called back then, Bolsheviks.
Yeah.
They went into a civil war within the Civil War, which allowed the white forces to eventually win.
To be fair, that's what they were doing before the revolution happened. So it makes sense.
But the Romanovs are still killed in this timeline, so instead of Russia staying an empire, it becomes the Russian Federation 80 years early.
Huh. Well, it was fucked from the beginning, wasn't it? So Nestor Makhno is dead. Makhno, sorry.
But there was a Far Eastern Republic, which is a Russian exile government led by Boris Shamatsky, and they are the former leaders of the Russian Federation, which got kicked out or something, and they were like based over here by like Japan and Manchuria, but they claim to be the proper government of Russia. There's a lot of that in the Kaiserreich world. Like there's a France in Africa, and there's a France in France, and there's
there was a France in Africa. Like, have you ever heard of
there's French Algeria.
You ever heard of Green? I'm not sure if that's an island or an actual land in Africa, but
I think so.
it is an African land form of some kind. I don't remember if it's an island or if it's actually in Africa, but it was colonized by the French, and they only speak French there. As a matter of fact, it has a backwards Irish flag.
So, like, there's the French Commune, which was in France, and then there's the Kingdom of France, which fled to Algeria. And then there's the United Kingdom, which was ousted from Great Britain and lives in exile in Canada.
I think we need a game where we have actually there's a very small scale version of this game, but we need a game where we have the setup of the world and different, like, you have a historical version and then a randomized version, so like different clans pop up, and then you can eventually get many centuries in. It's like, oh, it's the 2000s now, and there's fucking, I don't know, Genostra over there, and you don't even know.
Well, so I saw a mod the other day for Hearts of Iron 4 called In a Perfect World, and it's basically an alternate timeline where there never was a war ever in our history.
So what's the point of the mod? Where's the fun of that?
Basically, it's the world's first war. It's setting up to the world's first war ever.
Oh, in what year?
1936. Just after 20,000 years of peace.
Hell yeah, man.
Just for some reason, no empires or kingdoms ever rose up against each other. Everybody was just like, peace.
Everything's groovy, man. Hey, fuck you, buddy. Wait, what? I'm building weapons now. Fuck you.
So we're pushing here,
Okay.
and Moscow is here.
До свидания, Москва.
So Moscow's like 600 miles behind our front lines. Their new capital is in the city of Arkhangelsk.
It's gonna be a different capital now.
Within the next year or so.
Well, they should surrender if we take this one. It says they are at their surrender limit, so if we take one more city, they'll surrender.
Okay.
And then I shall butcher the world map to my liking. Like, look at this mess. The Dominion of Canada invaded socialist Norway, so now there's just Canada.
Quebec 2, it's real.
And then Austria did a landing, and then Natal, British Natal, did a landing here.
What the fuck?
I don't know, it's weird. They're just occupied. And then Italy, I did it with 2 Sicilies helping me, so that's an abomination of border gore.
Border gore. That's a good way to put it. The Ashurban. The Ashurban.
Yep, they controlled vast swaths of Russian.
They just became the new Persians.
Yep, they just pushed through.
I gotta take a piss. What do you think?
Alright. Cookies? Oh dear. Okay. So. Oh crap. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay. In the fridge. I shall fix this mess.
I'm ready to watch the stream.
My video, my game is getting like 1
Oh,
frame a
Bubby's gonna
minute.
stream tonight.
Huh?
Bubby's gonna stream tonight. It's Sunday.
Ain't no problem with that, is there?
Now Sunday's the best one because he streams 90 minutes. Look at this.
Okay.
Are you gonna watch that?
Well, I probably still be streaming because I got to do that Minecraft video.
You guys haven't cracked open the Steam profile yet?
I haven't really taken a look at it besides when you got here the last time, but I still have the login stuff on that sticky note.
Alright.
Wouldn't be a stream without reading the login details on Alright, so the username is
For anybody who's curious.
Anyone wants to know the password, fuck up my Steam profile, you can go against user terms,
Alright, Tyler's social security number is
My name is what? My name is who?
my name is No. My sign is No. How miserable you must be
Why is that?
coming to our apartment and we both just are on our laptops.
I mean, I can run home and get my laptop real quick. It wouldn't be no issue. I'm gonna fucking do that, actually. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Okay.
Maybe we could do like a multiplayer stream or some shit. I don't know.
Minecraft?
Yeah, why not? Oh, it's still daylight.
Yeah. Wow, that's
Hardly.
odd.
Huh?
That's odd.
Get Vegas.
Good.
Shouldn't I wait for lunchtime?
Well, is it gonna let me do the thing?
Didn't you buy chips and
Yeah, that's up there.
salsa?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's not letting me.
¿Por qué no queso?
Game's acting weird. Oh. Let a little bit of time pass. There we go. So we shall do this. Unpause. Give it some time. Because you know OBS is a computer destroyer apparently. You know, this game runs so smooth when I'm not recording. It's kind of sad that when I am recording for you guys, it is like I'm running this on Windows 95. Just don't touch it. Let it load. Do its thing. Oh, there we go. They've certainly grown. I think these guys can be reassigned here to fight down into here. And from here We shall assist our allies down here. Yeah. Give this back to the Finns. All these guys should arrive. They're not in a faction at the moment, but they have grown considerably and they'll probably pose a risk in the future. No worries though. Let's see. Should get a couple more options, I think. Army should show up here any day now, but it will take time to march across the land, for sure. Did anybody level up? Not since last time.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Angehen, Peter.
Wow. These guys are not having a good day. We can now take virtually our entire Air Force. And put it on these guys, just to really crank up that pressure. Meantime, Lithuania. We will do something like that. Freeze the game slightly. It'll load any day now. There we go. So now these guys should exist. Yep. Central Asian Federation. Let's see. Where are our planes? Are these our planes? We just sent a whole lot of planes somewhere. I think it was this place. Oh yeah, definitely this place. We'll move those guys, and we'll put them here, with maybe half of them over here. Try to get absolute air control over these guys as well. Just kind of grind them to dust, essentially. They can't supply their units. They can't hold off the naval invasions. Our rockets can't quite reach them yet. They'll be hurting though. I think there's filing into this one. Oh. Oh wow. Okay, so something's happening. Maybe there's a civil war in Romania? Although Romania, I thought, was occupied by the Austrians. I don't know. What do you want to have? Not sure. I'll finish this one soon then. We can start the Minecraft one after I start a pitcher of tea. Maybe take a break for a little bit. I'll have map stuff to change. Get it ready for part 6 of the series. We've got soldiers that are marching in through the region of Manchuria and through Azerbaijan into the something commune. I don't even want to try to pronounce that, I'd mess it up. And then eventually we got to do the EC war where we take down Japan and finally get East Asia back together and prepare for the third war between, I guess, the Dominion of Canada and all of the Entente nations. I'm sure Mexico will join that. No, actually, they might. They might join these guys. Yeah, we'll have to fight the US. These guys are going to be a problem too. Their ships can't get out of port. Actually, I'd say, besides most videos, this one has been pretty successful. We actually accomplished something in a somewhat timely manner. I'm kind of surprised by that, actually. 1,700 planes. Alright, let's see those ships. Blown to bits. Absolutely smashed into pieces. The air support we have over here. Alright, guys. I'm going to save for YouTube part 6. And in the next part, I shall start training up Marine divisions to do a naval invasion of Britain, as well as Japan. So we will call this YouTube Part 6, 1943. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit for our first episode of Better Minecraft Survival. It uses a mod pack, so it's going to be very exciting. I'll see you guys in a sec. This is Tyler from Pt.5 signing out.